All right, so we've created our products table, we've created our DTOs and updated our DB context. So the next part is that we want to go ahead and create a controller for products. So we'll go to controllers, right click, add controller, create an empty controller, and we'll call this the product controller. In here, we will be doing a list of our products. Let's start by creating our view model. So I'll make a new folder for the product controller. Then we will add a class. You can also do an Alt-Shift-C, and this will be our product view model. And this product view model will have the same general properties as the actual model itself. So we'll have ID, name, description, and unit price. All right. So from here, we will need our DB context. Bring in our using statement, and then we will say var product DTO. Actually, we'll go var product view model equals context.products.select, and I'm going to select all the products out of the database, and then I'm going to convert them into new product view models. And I'll pass in X, which will be the row. Now product view model, we don't have its using statement, and product view model also does not have a constructor. So I'm going to use my quick and I'm going to say generate a constructor. So the constructor is going to be empty right now. We don't need this private because we're not going to store the value, and we can call this the row. And then what we'll do here is we'll say this.id equals row.id, this.name equals row.name, and we're just setting up that mapping and doing it inside of this constructor, so that way if things change, we only have one place to update. All right, so we've got that set. So this is going to pull all of the products from the DB context. We're going to select each one and then create a product view model from it. And the last step I find that is helpful sometimes is to call toList, because we're in a using statement. The only problem we're going to run into is that this var is declared inside of the using statement. So we need to go a list of product view model, and we'll call it product VM, and then we'll move that down here because I want to be able to access it when I get down here to this return line and pass it to the view. So this will be product VM. All right, so we've got our controller in place so that we can now go through and present our products. So let's then right click, say add view. We will use an index. This will be a list template, and we're going to use the product view model and hit add. And this will generate our view model. So this is going to use the standard table view model. So we'll change the title to say products. We do not need the link to create, so we'll delete that. And then when we get down here to our model, the model does not exist in the current context. So we need to change this from an IEnumerable to a list. And then we need to make changes to our table so that we can be able to check off multiple products. So we'll start by putting a table header that's blank. This will be the placeholder for our checkboxes, for that column of checkboxes. We can no longer use the display name for when we're using a list. For some reason, it just doesn't work. So we'll just type in words. So this will be description, and this will be unit price. So coming down further, we'll need to put in that TD tag here, and then this is where we're going to use the indexers. So we'll do HTML dot hidden for, and this will be x dot, or this will be model item, and then we'll do model of I dot ID, and then HTML checkbox for model item. Oop. And then we'll do model 0 dot, and then is selected, which we did not create a property for, but we should get an accelerator to help us out here. Maybe, maybe not. All right, that's easy enough. We can scroll back up, go to the product view model, jump in here, and we'll do prop bool is selected. All right, so we've now got an is selected property. So that'll generate our checkbox for us. So we're in good shape. We do not need the edit details or delete buttons on the end. Therefore, we don't need this header on the end either. And that should give us at least a good starting point for our products table and products view. So let's go ahead and run and see what happens. And we received an error saying that only a constructor or parameter list constructors initializers are supported in LINQ. So because we're pulling these directly from the database, it does not like that we're trying to create an instance of our product view model using the row. So the easiest solution around that is let's go ahead and stop the build, and we'll call products.toArray. So context.products.toArray, and then do a select, and then take that and create our view model list and call toList. So what this does is calling toArray in the middle basically just forces the entity framework to actually make the pull from the database instead of trying to do it dynamically from the SQL Server. It's a logistics thing. So let's go ahead and actually one more thing while we're here. It just dawned on me. I don't think we put products in the products table. So let's go ahead and make some products. Let's see. Let's do fruit. Apple, red and delicious for $1. Orange, they're orange, and that'll be 85 cents. Oh, 85 cents. Grapes, purple, $1.25. And cheese, which is not a fruit, but that's okay. It's holy. And $2.25. All right, so we've got a few products in there. We just need something to show when we actually run it. So we'll go ahead and run again. And there are products coming from our database. So we've got our products set up. We have our checkboxes in place. We need to add that submit button to the bottom and wrap this all in a form, and then we will be good to go. So let's go ahead and stop the run process. Come up here and put a using html.begin form. And this will actually be an interesting html.begin form because one of the things that we're going to do here, button type, one of the interesting things that we're going to do here is we're actually going to post back to a different controller. So the controller and action that we're going to post back to will be called add to order, will be the action, and it will be part of the shopping cart controller. So that will receive our collection of product view models that we've selected and capture that data. So this will be a new experience for us to post back to a different action and controller from the one that we've actually created in. And we'll do that in our next video.